Hey everybody. So I'm out on the bridge that goes out to Lido Key, and if you don't live here you don't know what that means, but we just have these islands called keys, and Hurricane Ada, I think it's Ada, passed by yesterday, and I was trying to think about where I could show you the damage is. Well, there's not many trees down here, but like I said, this is the mainland part out here. And this would be the, out there would be the outlying islands off Sarasota's coast, west side of Florida. These boats always tend to get washed up because apparently they don't have, they don't know how to anchor properly. So I see there's one boat here. I'm not sure if that guy just got his boat off the thing, but there's another sailboat right there. And there's another cabin cruiser over here too. It always tends to happen. If the wind's blowing this way, the boats end up going, break loose and end up over there. And if the wind's blowing this way, they end up pushed over on this side, of course, whichever the way the wind, the water's blowing. You can see all the junk that has washed up when they had the storm surge. It's like frisbees and coconuts and lids and bottles. Somebody's backpack. Right there, nasty one. Any junk that's in the water, just a single shoe. You never find two shoes. Some kind of ball. Coconuts. There's always a coconut or two floating around there. They always just tend to be out here. Anything that floats gets washed up. It's like some kind of gas container. Anything plastic. Anyway, it kind of cleaned the bay out. It pushed up, so if you look down here, this is probably about 6 or 7 feet higher over here. You can see the water probably rose about. They call it storm surge when the water rises. It's storm surge instead of flooding. It's called storm surge. This is Sarasota Bay here, and you can see there's a couple boats out here. A lot of boats, more out here. They just anchor, and people that live aboard their boats just hang out here. Well, it looks like a lot of them moved because I think there were more. And then this is the other part of the bay on this side. And any day you come out here, there'll be like all these boats that'll be moored out here. Unfortunately, that one's in the trees. This thing right here, the top of the masty thing. More, and there's always pieces of dock. This big piece of wood right here. There's always some dock that washes up. Like the storm breaks loose pieces of wood, and of course they float and they just wash up. We got a big cabin cruiser. This is the first time I think I've seen a cabin cruiser. Looks like an old one because of the barnacles. A lot of times I think some of these people live up north, or they don't live here and they just like leave their boats here. Some people leave derelict boats out here. This bad boy is just right up on the rocks. I'm trying to figure out how to get over here without busting my balls. But if you check out any of my other storm videos from years past, you can always see there's a boat or two that has washed up. And it looks like almost like a Gilligan's Island style, right? Like, wasn't Gilligan's Island kind of like a cabin cruiser style? But this thing, if you look at the bottom of it, it looks like the motor wasn't even working because there's so much gunk and stuff on it. All this stuff down here, that's the propeller down there. It's all crusty with stuff, so it probably had just been sitting there. Who knows if it even worked. But a lot of times people, I don't know what it is for sure, but I've seen them haul these boats out of the water and stick them on the land because people just leave these derelict boats out here. But last time I remember one of them was stuck up on land like this. It was right on the other side, over on this opposite side of the bridge. But always an interesting, kind of interesting to see. I kind of wish I had been out last night, but it was raining so heavily I would have been like soaked. Plus my girlfriend wasn't here with the car. She stayed at a friend's house. And the other sailboat's right over here. So mostly what I've seen driving around the city is stuff like this. A lot of tree limbs and brush and You know, like the palm trees always lose all their limbs. Like we got tons of palm trees out here. The palm tree fronds always pop off. It's a nice day overall though, if you look at it. Compared to yesterday, it rained, pretty much rained 24/7. Not 24/7, 24 hours. It was literally raining from the time I got up to the time I went to bed. And at some points, it was really scary. A whole host of beer bottles over here. Those are probably here before. What's the chances that they all wash up in the same section? Missed some Michelob Light there. Hey, they actually got their, I was gonna say they're full, but they actually had the caps on. These must have been, that's weird. There's a half a beer there, but the cap is on. Weird, huh? I just looked at these, but they look like they've been sitting in the water for 100 years. That one might be full. Should give that a try. I think these are pretty old because I drink Mick Light and the labels have changed, so it makes you wonder where have these beer bottles been sitting their life? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 bottles, and none of them are broken. Oh, there's 10 over here. That's weird. 10 beers. That's a mystery to figure out, right? Rusty beer bottles washing up on the beach. It's weird. It's like a little what do they call it? Show and tell, or all kinds of funky stuff. Looks like some kind of plastic cap, Easter eggs. It's just like anything you can imagine will be in the water. That's why they like are trying to like get rid of all the plastic bottles, because they end up in the damn water and screwing up the birds. I'm trying to get over to the sailboat. Nothing interesting over here, just your normal water bottles, which are like bobbers, and they just float around forever until they wash up. Here's the sailboat. Looks like a fairly nice sailboat too. Looks like somebody tied it off to the rocks, kind of. Not sure. There's some. So evidently I didn't check my batteries before I left because my battery's low, but I just wanted to show you a few more minutes if my batteries don't shut down. Right here where this dock is all got torn away by the storm right there. There's a whole section missing. There's pieces missing on the other side of this over here. Don't focus on my hand. Focus, focus. On the other side of that thing, there's pieces missing, and you can see where the pieces of the dock are actually over here on the bank. Pieces of the dock probably got washed over here. So they're out of commission as far as the store goes. Oh, it's starting to rain now too. This is a Hart's Landing Bait and Tackle, and they got it all blocked off today. It's one of the things that local fishermen do is they pull up here to get bait for you know, the guys who are what do they call us, charter fishermen. So you can see the boats over here from this angle. You can see, let's see if I can get a steady shot of this. There's 2 boats over there. There's 2 in the water, and then there's this one on the side there too. And there's the cabin cruiser washed up on the shore. And get a good shot of that. So I'm gonna have to go because I got about 4%, 3%, 2% battery power. And I'll check back with you later if I find anything else good. You guys have a great day. I'll see you next time.